Hi, Iskar. Thank you for being here with me today.
Hi, Sheryl. Thank you so much for the invite.
Of course. So, can you tell our audience about your journey as an artist, who inspired you, and what made you want to become an artist?
Well, I've been an artist since I was probably 5 years old. I remember very well asking for colors and paper in the Christmas time. And for me to be an artist, it's been like an amazing trip, amazing choose in life, because I have the opportunity to be in different countries. For example, Brazil,
Oh, wow.
Cuba, United Kingdom, especially in US and in Los Angeles and New York now. But for me, the journey as an artist has been incredible.
Oh, that's amazing. Was there anyone who inspired you growing up that you saw, or an artist that you really looked up to?
Well, I remember when I was very young, I seen all these muralists from Mexico. Here in my city, I'm in Guadalajara, which is in the Pacific side in Mexico. And we have this building called El Cabañas. And we have these amazing murals from Clemente Orozco. And I used to take classes there. So for me, Orozco, Siqueiros, and Diego Rivera have been a big inspiration in my artwork. Um, this side, in this hand for the artist, and in the other hand, I have a lot. I get a lot of inspiration for the streets. I love the street markets. I love just to be walking on the streets and find stuff, and it's an inspiration for me too.
I love that. And I love your Vortex pieces. They're behind you right now. If anyone wants to watch this will be on my YouTube channel so they could see your beautiful pieces that you have displayed. Can you tell us more about what inspired that? And they are so intricate, so much detail, and I could tell they take a lot of time and patience. What is your process? And yeah, what inspired it?
Well, this collection of the vortices come from the my wife are studying Buddhism for so many years now. I'm trying to study the mind too. So for me, this piece represents different layers in life about past, present, and future. That's why I'm using vintage materials very much, but I'm trying to present it in a different way, in a very contemporary art, very new way. So for me, it's like very simultaneous, like past, present, and future. So that's the inspiration behind that pieces, the layers in life and the studio of the mind.
I love that. That's really beautiful. And you said you put like magazine pieces in your artwork, or there's cutouts.
Yeah, yeah. I'm using all this variety of paper. I'm using maps. I'm using vintage magazine. I'm using tickets. I don't know, all the stuff that I find in different places in the street markets. So some of my friends in their travels save stuff for me. So I have this fascination in paper. So I'm using all this variety of paper and always digging to find more papers. I have all this crazy collection of Chinese, Russian. I don't know. I have all this amazing collection of paper that I'm using in my pieces.
I love that. That's really cool. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And how has living in Mexico influenced your art?
Well, as you know, Mexico is a very surreal place to live. It's full of flavor, full of color, and you can tell. So for me, Mexico is very kitschy, like vintage. I love this Latin American vibe. For me, it's been just amazing to have the opportunity to be living between here and sometimes in LA, sometimes in different countries in South America. But yeah, Mexico is my hometown, and I feel so happy to have the opportunity to be around here and get all this fascination about life in general.
Yeah, I've been to Mexico and I've been to like art galleries there, and I just love the colors, the vibrancy. There's so much life there, the food, the people,
Yeah.
and we have a babysitter who she is from Oaxaca, and she always brings things from there. Like she brought me these beautiful plates, and it's just so artistic, or like placemats that were made by hand and made with natural dye. And there's just so much love in the things that they make. And I see it in your work. There's just so much passion and love, and even in your personality. And yeah, the way you guys talk and express yourselves, it's just so beautiful. And I feel it through you and your art.
Oh, thank you so much, Sheryl.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this for me is the best place in life, in Earth to live. I have the opportunity to be in travel in different countries. Where I always come back to Mexico is amazing for me.
It's home. Yeah. Um, and I met you through Saturday Night Live art shows, and I'm so happy we met on that platform. And it's a platform artist Brooke Harker created during March of 2020 when everyone was locked down. And it was a way for artists to share their work through social media. How has that impacted you as an artist?
Well, for me, Saturday Night Live shows were very helpful, especially through the pandemic times. And for me, it really helps me to connect with the Los Angeles community of artists, because I have a lot of friends in LA now. I've been in LA for the past 18 years now. You
Wow.
know, my wife is originally from there. So
Wow.
that's why I'm jumping all the time to LA and Guadalajara. So it really helps me Saturday Night Live shows to connect with that community, especially through the pandemics. And in the other hand, it really it's a really good platform to connect with different artists as you, and to meet all these amazing artists around the world.
Yeah, and your daughter has been on the show. Like I think your daughter and my daughter are the same age, right?
Yeah, she's 11. I'm not sure if your daughter is 11 too.
Shaya's 10 and a half. So yeah, and I just love seeing them grow on there and share their artwork. And I think it's just so important to include our children in the process. And I just love seeing you do that. Like just this father and daughter duo. It's so beautiful. And I'm sure
Well,
she loves it.
yeah, well, she's receiving inspiration from me, but I'm receiving inspiration from her too.
Right? I know it's the same way. I see the things my daughter creates, and I wish I could have that again, because children create so differently. There's more freedom, less limitations in what they create. As we become older as adults, I don't know, society or what people tell us or our fears, it can limit us.
Yeah, I'm agree with you. So that's why we have to be children
We have to be
always.
kids again. Yeah, right? When we're creating, we have to just be kids again and be curious,
Yes, yes.
right? As so talking about fears, did you have any fears becoming an artist or going into that world, becoming a professional artist?
Well, for me, there is no options in my life. I know from the beginning that it's gonna be hard, but I feel like art cures. The art is curing me and giving me mental health. So instead of be with fears about being an artist, for me it's a blessed, you know. For me it's like exactly the things that I want to do, and I feel this freedom. So for me, art is so powerful. The way to connect with different people, and to have the opportunity to spread yourself and have this freedom, and especially the mental health is very important for me.
I agree. It has helped me as well with my mental health and has also healed me in so many ways. And I always talk about that. And I see it in so many other artists when I talk to them of all the benefits that it has brought to them and given them. So, yeah, thank you for sharing that. And do you have any words of wisdom for the creative spirits out there?
Yeah, of course. For me, will be the advice that I have is take risk, be constant, push the limits. This will be the formula for me that really helps and really help me with my process. So I want to share with other artists.
Yes, I agree. I feel like those have been the key things for me as well, especially with the consistency. Keep showing up. As
Yes.
hard as it is on some of those days, you keep showing up. And where can people find you and your work?
Well, you can find my work in GABA Gallery. We just inaugurated a virtual show yesterday. GABA Gallery is located in Los Angeles. And well, right now I have I'm working with a gallery in New York, Two Selves Gallery too, and here in Mexico through Estudio Libertad, which is the gallery where I'm representing me here in Mexico. And well, you can find my work even in Colombia, Brazil, Cuba, different places. But yeah, pretty much these three galleries right now.
Nice. And your Instagram, you're on Instagram
Yeah,
as well?
yeah, we have my account is iskar.art, and in Facebook we have a private group called the Art of Iskar, and you can find me there very easily.
Awesome. I'll put that in the show notes as well. And thank you for being here with me today. This was beautiful, and I hope people check out your artwork and see what you're all about, and see it in person if they're ever in, especially in Los Angeles, where I live, and come to GABA Gallery and see you there. I would love to meet you in person. So eventually we will. I know we will.
Thank you so much, Sheryl, for the opportunity to be on your podcast. It's like I tell you, it's my first podcast, and I'm so happy and honored to be here sharing with you. And I have admiration for your artwork as well. So thank you.
Thank you.